Hello, everyone, and welcome to Gemma's Window for July 2020. If you have followed the calculations in the calculation box below and determined that you are a power year number 9, then you're at the right place, nines. Hi, it's July 2020, and you are in the month of 7 nines. Ooh, let's go over those numbers and refresh our memories of what they might mean. Now, nines, when you're in the year of 9, it's the biggest word that comes up would be endings. It can be the ending of feeling a certain way, believing a certain thing, being in a certain relationship, being in a certain place, having a certain illness. It can be the ending of many, being the ending of being single. Of many things. So when you hear endings, we don't want to jump the gun that somebody's dying or that you're getting a divorce. It's not necessarily that. It can be a lot of good things. And you're in the month of 7, which is about thinking and analyzing, and sometimes you can get a little skeptical, but trying to have the faith that things are on the right track and are going in the right way. So with those things in mind, nines, let's take a look at the 3 sections of your life. We're going to start with business, we'll go into a relationship, and then we'll go into any question that you have at all. And let's take a look in this month of July. What can we expect for you, nines, when it comes to business? So I'm shuffling these cards and I'm thinking to myself I'm thinking about 9, year of 9. And I do want to let you know, nines, that anything you hear in this reading, even if the romance section matches your work life, because it's happened to me when I've listened to my own recordings back, any words that are mentioned in this time frame, and I move very fast, nines, relate to you. So I don't want you to panic or think that, well, that doesn't make sense. Keep on listening because something may resonate with you during this reading. It's all for you. Here we go. Let's take a look at what can we expect in the workplace for our nines in this month of July 2020, and of course the month of 7, which is also very focused, right? We know that 7 is a very focused number. It's a very specific number. So I have that. I feel like all the components are there. Everything that you need in your life is fitting together, nines, in this month of July. You've got the family, you've got people at work that are recognizing you, you've got the people who are assigned to working for you or you working for them. You've got a lot sewn up. And then you also have, what I see here, is many supporters. So, on your behalf in the workplace, people who are liking you, people who are supporting you, people who are saying the right buzzwords to you. And then I have what's coming up into being is a little clash or a little conflict in the workplace where it might be around about 3 different people. So I want to suggest to you in this month of 7, where it's a month of thinking, think. Be analytical. Don't jump the gun to cynicism just yet. Hear out what this little conflict, when it pertains to this or when it pertains to that, but it might be between you and a company and another worker at your company. It could be between you and your boss and another team member that you're a part of. But not to jump the gun just yet. Let this play out a little bit. Try not to wrap it up in your mind that, that's not going to do. Try to hang in there and learn as much as you can about it, and not to feel too insecure about it, because you've kind of got this. According to this reading, you've kind of got this, and there's three sides to every story. Your side, their side, and the truth. And this is a card of three. So there seems to be there could be three people involved in the dilemma, or three different small dilemmas, and you're trying to work them out, but have the faith that you've got everything you need to conquer this issue and then some, and people know it. So take it on with that point of view to get you through. Have faith in yourself, nines. You're in the month of 7. Nines, let's take a look at those of you who are looking for work, or perhaps you have a job and you've put some feelers out for something else. Okay. Well, you've definitely got a great card there. And you've got a great card there. Wow, okay. One more, come on. Oh, okay. So what I have here for you, and I'm going to say nines across the board, particularly we're looking at those of you who are looking for work or maybe looking for something new, is you've got everything positive in your background. You've got the positive connection, the positive references, the positive experience, positive. And there's only one way you can go, and that is in the place of victory or promotion. It is my victory or promotion card. So why is there someone coming in and sullying your victory? Who is this person and what are they? And I feel like what I'm meant to tell you is that that person has dropped from the planet Pluto. They don't really have anything to do with you, and to keep the faith that something else will occur to get them out of your space, out of your zone. They're not meant to be there, but they're meant to be there, because you're in this month of 7 where we're challenging you to not only use your smarts, but to also use your intuition, that this too shall pass, or this irritant, everybody else has to see the writing on the wall as well. And indeed they will. You're coming in like gangbusters. You've got so many credentials behind you, and so much know-how and the right connections. So hang in there, and nines, see it through and let it wrap up on its own. Let it just play out and wrap up on its own. Nines, let's take a look at those of you who are in a relationship, and then we'll take a look at those of you looking for love or looking for some type of reconciliation. So let's take a look for those of you nines who are in a relationship. Okay. Okay. And okay. Okay, so in this month of July, I feel like you start feeling bad about something. You start feeling bad about yourself. You start judging yourself. You start thinking, I'm not doing enough. But really what's happening here is that there is so much to do. And you're not sure which way to go. And you've been studying, and you've been looking, and you've been analyzing, and you've been trying to figure out the best direction for maybe whoever this relationship is with. You've been trying, you really are, but you're not exactly sure which way to go, and that is what is slowing you down. Now, in this month of July, it's a month of breathing in and thinking, and not making a quick decision. So even though you might be feeling pressure, you might be feeling someone's, tick tock, and staring at you, according to your numbers, you're meant to be a little overwhelmed, and you're meant to take your time to learn correctly what choices to make and what to agree with as far as what your partner wants. Nines, let's take a look at if you're looking for love. And also, nines, remember, you are in the year of ending, so you might be thinking about, ending something. You might be thinking about changing something up, but you haven't quite figured out all the details yet in this month of 7 of how to present that. So don't jump the gun. Don't try to present something until you have all your details. Get your details together. Let's take a look at nines who are looking for love. Okay, and we're just continuing and continuing, and I feel like you're coming, nines, you're coming for, well, you got the best card that you can get in your future, and that's the new relationship card. So I feel like, 9 is a lot about analyzing and trying to be empathetic and have empathy for yourself too, to have empathy about, well, how did I get here, and why did the other person do what they did, and what is going on, and why do I just feel, like unhappy, because I'm just not sure. I'm not sure if I did everything right. I'm not sure if did they ever actually do everything wrong. And what I have is that you can think and you can think and you can think all you want and try to dissect what's happened in your past as far as love. But when the universe says it's time to drop someone in your lap, it's time to drop someone in your lap. And this month of July is a month for you to have faith, nines, in that. Have faith that the universe knows what it's doing. My guides know what they're doing. There is a bigger picture to life. And if and when I'm supposed to meet someone, I'm going to meet them. And that's what's going on here. And I'll also suggest to you, nines, that I have the new relationship card in the month of July. And so, yes, some of you may make a contact with someone new. Or you've been talking to someone and make a contact to try to make it more solid. But also, the universe may be putting in place for you something to come into fruition down the road. You're in the month of 7. August will be 8. September will be 9. And October will be 1, new beginnings. So you may be on your way to something new. Okay, nines? Great. Yay, nines. Very nice, nines. Let's take a look at any question you have, nines. I have a third deck here, and I'm asking the cards to give us, and your guides and my guides, to give us the best outcome that we can expect from any situation at all. Any situation at all in your life, nines. Think about a specific question, very specific. The more specific you are, the more specific you can tweak my answer into being. All right, got your question. Here we go. Okay. Let's take a look at this, nines. Now, we have that you have separated from something else. You have stepped away from, maybe someone's let you go. You have separated from something else, and you have just felt like you've been in limbo, waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting for something to occur. And you may have defined barriers where you've put barriers out and you said, unless it's this, I don't want it. And then you're waiting and you're waiting and you're waiting and you're thinking, did I do the wrong thing? Was I too picky? Was I too hard on something? And the answer is no. The answer is actually the Eight of Pentacles cards, which is a great card. 8 is very successful. It's repayment for all the good that you've done in your life. You could be punished too if you've been a real brat. But it can be financial pleasure and financial rewards. But this particular card is somebody who's doing what they want to be doing and getting, and they feel like it's a reward, so that things do work out for them. They put the parameters perhaps out there of what they want. Well, it's got to have A, and it's got to have B, and it's got to have C, and boom. There it is, and it's going very nicely. 8 is very successful. 9s. So I'm leaving it at that. Whatever your choices have been to separate yourself from something in the past, you've made the right choice. You may have had to wait. It may have been a bit uncomfortable. The month of 7 in July can be a bit uncomfortable, and that can be what our Hanged Man is representing. This month of July for some of you, where you're waiting and waiting and waiting and in limbo, and you feel like what's going to happen, but somewhere in July, boom, all of a sudden things fall into place, and it's like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, I feel like I've hit the bonanza. So again, that 7 is inhaling, not discussing too much about how you're feeling, about how wrong things are, about how you've been wronged, but just trying to hang in there and have faith that things are going to be okay. And you have very nice cards here that indeed they are. Thank you, 9s. Thank you so much for joining Gemma's Window. If you'd like to know more about me, please jump onto my website at gemmaswindow@gmail.com, where you can get a hold of me for a private reading. And also, please subscribe if you haven't already. I would love to have you. Thanks, 9s. I'll see you next time. Bye for now.